He's the only God. You know, He's the only power. So the way we represent Him is the Bible tells us to put on His garments. You know, so that's how you know that we represent the God of the Bible. But you know, if you're serving a different master, a different God, you're gonna be dressing up like witches, vampires. You know, just like how you see on Halloween. Because when you dress up like that, that represents Satan. That represents the evil side. You know, the left-hand side.
Let me read this for you real quick. This is Revelation 1:13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot. Like the brother was saying, I just wanted to illustrate that point.
That's right. So you're supposed to, when you love something but hate the other, you know, you're supposed to love the Bible and hate everything against the Bible.
The world.
Yeah. So if you're dressing up and celebrating Halloween, you really don't.
You really don't love the Bible.
Yep. You're serving. That means you're serving two masters.
And you can't. There's no freaking way. Because why? When the minute you ask for salvation, you're not gonna get it. You're gonna kill yourself. The funny thing is, there's people that have cars with stickers on the back that say "Not of this world." Remember that sign? NOT. And you're crossing the middle. But those motherfuckers are from the world.
Yep, that's right.
If you weren't, you would hate that too. Let me get that again. This is Luke 16:13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon.
Yes, see it said, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. So you can't celebrate Halloween and then the next day go to church. Yeah.
Which all of you fucking did.
Yep. Damn. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold on to that, you know, and despise the other.
Shit. Damn. Oh, nice. Dang, she's in here. You know what? That's my favorite thing to hear. When this brother says something and those bells go off. That's it. That's what I love.
That's a righteous confirmation, you know. That's a righteous statement.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Because everybody sees us when they drive back and forth, up and down, they see us wearing these garments.
Yeah, we've been out here a year, a little more than a year. You know, so people are gonna know. They're gonna know us that we're over here. You know.
And if we stop coming out, they would know us as the guys that stopped coming out. You guys stop coming out.
We're gonna say what happened to those guys.
That's the first thing they'll say. Yeah, because once we caught upon the year, this lady across the street from this church, I see y'all over here every week. What y'all doing? And then we told her preaching the Bible, the truth of the Bible, prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom. And she said, all right. So now people are noticing. You're going to notice when we stop coming out here because of the martial arts and the chip being implemented. I just got a question for you Christians. Since you like dressing up for Halloween and you think it's okay, you accept that, right? Are you gonna accept the RFID microchip? Are you gonna accept the mark of the beast? It's okay, right? Because you're celebrating the holidays of the beast. Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Woo!
See that?
Woo!
That's the whole family right there,
Shit!
including yourself.
Damn,
You
dude.
know?
Damn, dude. That's in red. Let me show you guys. That's in red, man. I don't know if you'll be able to. Nah, you can't see it. It's too dark. That's in red. I got the red letter Bible over
Hey, so if you come into this truth, you know, it says right there, if any man comes to me, and this is where Yahweh Shai spirit's at. You know?
Better believe it.
You gotta love this more than your family.
Because this is the first thing you should know. This is the first thing you should know. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. You better ask yourself that question. How do you feel about yourself, man? Because I think I'm sincerely, I think I'm a piece of shit. Cause I fucking do things that I shouldn't be fucking doing. I should know better. But I can't fucking help it because this body is weak.
Even though we're still trying to be as righteous that we can, the scriptures say our righteousness are as filthy rags.
Oh, hey.
Shit.
So we're in a whole bunch of fucking shit. We're in fucking trouble. We need Yahushua. We need Yahushua. We need this austere power. Man, we need him. We read that one again. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
That's right. So when you start coming into the truth, into the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and when you start learning that these holidays are wicked, you start telling your family, you know, and if they don't listen to you, you start hating them.
Yeah.
You know.
Start hating people.
Not only that, you know, your friends that you used to have in the world, you have to separate yourself from them. You know, that's what we did. You know, we had to leave our friends.
Leave them in the world.
The ones who didn't agree to walk with us.
Can we read different scripture?
Go back to that one.
Ecclesiastes. Luke 16.
Yeah,
Luke 16 and 13. That one?
yeah, and go all the way.
No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon.
So right there it said you cannot serve Yahweh, which is the only power, the only God. It says or Mammon, and right there Mammon, the definition, you know, is riches.
Oh,
You know?
oh man.
You know, you can't serve riches. You know, so going back to Halloween, you know, didn't your parents tell you not to take candy from strangers?
That's the first thing they fucking told us, and then you go to fucking stranger's house and ask them for fucking candy?
But then the parents are taking their kids to the stranger's house.
That's some fucking bullshit.
And how poor are you to the point where you gotta walk to everybody's house to get something to eat, you know?
And you ain't even asking for good food.
Man, hey, cause you don't know what they're putting in those candies. They could easily inject it with a needle.
Sure, man. The brothers coming, behold, come quickly from L.A. camps. They were doing that same topic yesterday live.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck's going on in these Edomites' mind.
Yeah, because the needle could easily puncture through the bag.
The wrapper.
The kids, they don't even look at the candy. You know, they just.
Oh, I got one.
They eat it on the way, you know, because you're supposed to check the candy when you get home and shit. That's what some of our parents taught us.
And then that motherfucking kid passes out, and then the other kids leave him there, and then the Edomite picks him up, and then he's gone forever. She's gone forever. Becomes a sex victim, sex trafficked. Next time you see that child's in the porno, and you're fucking watching your child have sex with you. That's why you can't serve two masters, man. On the one hand, you're serving the true power, which will fuck you up. And on the other hand, you're serving a fake power that will get you fucked up by the power that created it. It's a hard thing to understand too. Well, yeah, he's good, but he also created evil too. This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, do all these things.
Right? He makes good and evil. So, you know, that Halloween, he made evil, but he made it, you know, on the left-hand side. You know, he made it so that you could be punished. You know? Because that's all you're going to get out of that. Out of worshiping evil spirits. You know? Let the righteous be righteous, and let the wicked be wicked.
Filthy be filthy, and the clean be clean.
Exodus 34:14.
Exodus 34:14. For thou shalt worship no other God, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power.
Right there, so he's jealous, and people don't think, you know, how the Most High is thinking, you know.
Shit.
They don't think about you know, what is he thinking right now? You know, is he happy? Is he mad? You know, but right here he's saying that he's jealous because you're serving other gods.
Wow.
Don't you think when you put on and dress yourself up, you know, don't you think he's jealous of that? It's like these motherfuckers looking like the other power. The power that's underneath me.
Alright, I got this for you. This is Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
See, their lips say that they love Yahweh, you know, but the actions don't.
What was that in Exodus? Exodus
34:14.
Is that the one you want me to read?
Yeah.
All right, this is Exodus 34:14. For thou shalt worship no other power, for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power.
Right. So if you go up, we'll go up to verse 34 and 10, because all before this he made a covenant. You know, he made a promise to the Israelites.
And he said, Behold, I make a covenant before all thy people. I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou art shall see the work of Yahweh, for it is a terrible thing that I will do to thee.
So that was the reason why he made the covenant with us. You know, when he made that covenant, we were supposed to realize, you know, he did a great thing. He did all these marvels.
Out of Egypt.
You know, we got to see the work that he did. You know, that was a terrible thing that he did. You know, and we should fear that.
Verse 15. Lest thou make a covenant.
Verse 11.
Oh, verse 11. This is Exodus 34 and 11. Observe thou that which I commanded thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite.
Oh, right there. So when he was naming all those names, those are heathens. You know, those are the heathen nations. You know, and it says, observe thou that which I command thee this day. I drive out before thee the Amorite, Canaanite, Hittite, Perizzite. You know, these are all heathens. And that day is when he drove out all the heathens, you know.
Because his great power was executed. He fucked Egypt up. How many plagues? 9? 9 plagues for 9 days.
So we're supposed to glory in that. We're supposed to be happy that he drove out these heathens.
And you know what? When I read that history in the Bible, I'm like, fuck yeah! I get so excited. Can you imagine?
Especially the wars that went on with Joshua.
Man, can you imagine being in Egypt and getting fucked out of there, the Lord splitting the fucking Jordan, and that's like having a man. You 2/3 are fucking pieces of shit. You don't understand. That's like having a big brother that takes care of you all the time. Because you know when growing up and you're in the hood, when you're little, and that person has a brother that whoops ass, nobody's gonna mess with you. But if you don't got a brother that whoops ass, everybody's gonna pick on you. The seed of Jacob have that big brother, Yahushua.
Yep. And then, if anyone picks on us, we can go to our big brother.
Sure can. Sure can. Sure can. Every day right here. We go to him right here.
That's who we call on. That's who we call on.
How about Shem Yahushua? Let me read that one again. This is Exodus 34 and 11. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite.
So we were supposed to be happy that all these heathens got drove out, you know. But here it is. They came back in, you know.
Verse 12. Take heed to thyself, let thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee.
See, so that lets you know that the heathens they're back. They're back in now because when on that day when the Lord drove them out, they were gone. But our people started going off again, and then now we're mingled amongst the heathen.
And only the angels know who's who.
Because it says, "Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest."
When you're dressing up your fucking kids in Halloween costumes, taking them out here to these fucking strangers' house so they can get some goddamn candy that you can just go to the fucking store and get your fucking self, you're making that motherfucking covenant.
Yep.
You're a fucking piece of shit. 2/3. Man, you're the worst, man. It's not even for you, Halloween. Jake always wants to do things that are not for them. That's how you know it's Jake. You ever want to do things that are for you?
It says, "Of the land whither thou goest." So, anywhere you go in this land,
Oh, like, cause we were dispersed, right? And man, we're everywhere. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai did that to us. He dispersed us because we weren't listening, we weren't following the statutes. Like it says right here, we were taking the covenants with the other people of the land. The 13. This is Exodus 34:12. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee.
So it said in the midst of thee. So we're right in the middle of it. We're right in the middle of the snares, of the traps. These holidays are traps. That's all they are.
Trapping up.
So lest means watch out because you're gonna be in trouble.
Man, you don't want to be in trouble with the Lord. Next verse.
Oh, read 12 and then go to 13.
Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee, but ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves.
See, you shall destroy the altars, break their images, and what's their images? Dressing up like Halloween. That's the images. You're supposed to break that, destroy that.
And the white Jesus. We destroy that shit. We're destroying shit all the time, man. We're destroying things weekly. That's why the brother always says on the opening part, we come here weekly to prophesy the downfall.
That's right. We want to make sure that you know that we come out here weekly too.
Yeah, let me get that one again. This is Exodus 34 and 13. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves.
Let me get the definition for groves. That's why we got rid of all the the Jesus crosses, all the images. And right here it says groves for idol worship. See? A Babylonian Canaanite goddess of fortune and happiness, the supposed consort of Baal, her images. See that? The goddesses, her images. There's no such thing as a goddess in the Bible. There ain't no, there's only a God.
And go to the consort of the images. Because it gave you a big clue right there. Those idols, those things, those are vessels for demons.
And stupid Lady Gaga somebody saying that God is a woman or something? They have a song out, God is a woman? Stupid ass shit.
Well, in a way they're right because all these men are worshiping women.
You say consort of images?
Yeah.
Is that right?
It wasn't the part where you were reading. Yeah, it's not important because the consort. Just look up the word consort, and then we already know what an image is. Because basically, it's a wait. Like if I consort with a woman, yeah. See, that's like two. That's like them mating. See, that's like them mating. So the demon puts a spell on the trinket, and then the demon travels with the trinket, and then like for the candy example, they put demons in it, and then that fucking kid eats it. Now guess what? That kid's possessed. Go back to your story.
Yep. Because it said a Babylonian Canaanite goddess, the supposed consort of Baal, her images.
So she's a consort of Baal. They're fucking and they're putting their fucking baby demons in the images.
See if I put consort of Baal. Yeah, see? This stuff.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
See, and they used to worship this. They used to make stones of goddesses, you know, and worship the women. Oh yeah, and isn't there a scripture on how Yahweh said not to worship women or something like that? I forgot. Or something about his mother.
Oh yeah. Let me see what this.
Luke 13 and 14.
Exodus 34 and 13. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves. For thou shalt worship no other God, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power.
So we shouldn't worship any other power than Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, you know? Because, you want to get Matthew 4 and 10. Because even the Son of God, you know, our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, he even, he told Satan, you know, to get out of here, you know?
This is Matthew 4 and 10. Then said Yahushua unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve.
See, he said, get thee hence, get out of here. You know, that's what we're saying to the spirit of Satan, you know?
Constantly, every fucking day. Because he's constantly fucking throwing shit at us.
And how you say it in Hebrew is Nadad Manyanyan.
Nadad Mayanyan Shaitan.
Shaitan.
You could say, I rebuke you, Satan, which is like Arka Shaitan. Or I condemn thee, which is Arashaika Shaitan. So you have to know Hebrew, man. How you gonna talk to an ancient Hebrew spirit in English? You're gonna pray to Yahushua in English? You better learn a little bit of Hebrew. Because you're calling on Jesus, you don't know who you're calling on. Then said Yahushua unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship Yahweh thy power, and him only shalt thou serve.
And it said, thou shalt worship no other power. And let me get the definition for worship. This is a definition for worship in etymology. It says, definition for worship in etymology: condition of being worthy, dignity, glory. You know, so why is this? Why is Satan? Why is Satan being worthy? Why are you being in a condition of making him worthy? You know?
The only one that's worthy is Yahushua.
Says, sense of reverence paid to a supernatural or divine being.
Yeah, man.
That's what you're doing. You're paying reverence to a supernatural being. You know?
If I can say this, but on the Man of Steel, or not Man of Steel, the Justice League, when one of those movies, when Superman is dead and they try to bring him back, they have a statue of Superman, so they're worshiping that shit. And then Superman himself, Kal-El, that's his name, all powerful. His Hebrew name is Kal-El. Apostle Tahar did a lesson on that. And then he went to that statue and fucking ripped that shit up. Man. And Superman ain't shit. Compared to the elect, but when we get our power, hopefully, I'm part of the elect, when we get our power, oh man. And there's gonna be some crazy times. Crazy times. Can you get that again? This is Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service.
So we got to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. And it said, holy and acceptable to the Most High. You know, so when you're dressing up, you don't look holy and acceptable to the Most High. Because you're not wearing what He told you to wear.
This is what He told us to wear.